Welcome to another issue of Trading Japan's Energy Markets, sponsored by my good friends at JPX Tocom. So 2 weeks ago, I was in Japan for the Japan Power Trading Week, sponsored by brokers, many meetings, many cocktail hours, which is great. And at the end of that week, Tocom had a very nice luncheon, 130 odd people, great spread. So they passed out a bunch of information that I thought I would share with you because it's kind of like they don't brag, but I'm going to brag for them. So they launched the market in 2020 in the fall. And despite COVID and a lot of other handicaps, they've grown very successfully. They opened with 19 customers or members, I should say. And today they have over 154 members and growing. That's remarkable considering the handicaps they've had. So in addition to the growth in pure number of members, the diversity of members is also continuing to flourish. So you've had 11 international trading company members, which is even growing more as more companies enter the market. They have a majority of the top 40 power companies, a number of the other, probably mostly retailers, some IPPs, the Japan Power companies, and a handful of others. So it's a pretty good mix. So in addition, its first full year, we're now in the second full year. So the transaction volume doubled in the second year over the first year, and continuing to have upside growth, especially as I mentioned in my last video, with many approving market-based pricing and almost every retailer changing from a utility look-like offering to a market-based with hedging offering. So that only means that market will grow significantly. In addition to the volumetric growth, open interest has also grown. So it peaked in July last summer, of course, the hot season, and it will likely have another peak come January, February, because Japan's a winter-summer peaking market. So in addition to the success in the electricity futures and the ongoing growth, this past April, Tocom also launched its LNG futures market. Rough period, right when the Ukraine war was at peak and the prices went nuts. Once again, Tocom launched with a bit of, arms tied behind its back. But despite that, it's starting to see some steady growth, and we're starting to see in Japan deals like gas for power swaps, which obviously you're going to use futures that to the extent that it can, and especially as the volume in an LNG contract continues to grow. So to make the market facilitation much easier, Tocom has now grown to have 17 companies that will help facilitate participation in the market between the brokers and the banks. So those are the key metrics that I'll brag on Tocom because it's done very well. I think it's going to grow even bigger. To give you a sense of how much I think it'll grow, if you benchmark the Japan futures and forwards against physical market, it's currently only about 3-4% of the physical markets traded in the futures or over the forward markets. Compare that, for example, to the US, where the forward markets represent about 4 times as much as the physical market. And the UK is in the same kind of boat. So even if the Japan futures market grows to half the physical volume, that'll be huge. So I expect it to at least do that over the next 2 years. So thanks for watching. See you next time.